Hello and welcome back to Night Call. We are playing this game again. I have not played it in forever. I did have a playthrough yonks ago. This is from when I started playing again. But obviously, I don't remember what I did, so I'm going to do a new game entirely. Let's have a fresh start. So you're a taxi driver and you're here to do a sort of a police investigation. Yeah, I think I had the judge, but I forgot what to do. Random or quick investigation about matter if it's solved or unsolved. The Sandman. For random at first, but there's a connection, yet the motives might be hard to find. Dark and twisted case. Let's do it. Choose the difficulty mode. Balanced. Money be tighter. Investigation will be harder to solve. Every action will cost more time. Now we'll go back. I want to do balanced. I'll do balanced. So yeah, again, I have played this before, but I've played one story and I can't remember what it was. But we're going to start again from afresh. It's a case I've not done, so be nice. Here? Sir, can you hear me? Or do I need to speak up? You're fine. Takes a deep breath. Oh, she. Okay. Sir, you've just spent 2 weeks in a coma. The word bounced around your head. You need a moment to understand its meaning. Coma? The word scratches along your throat. Yes, you were a victim of an assault? The word resonates in your head. Victim. You're aware a serial killer is currently on the loose in Paris. You feel your contents of your stomach crawling up your throat. The one the media are calling the Sandman shot you before escaping. You were deprived of oxygen for several minutes and we chose to put you in an induced... Voice become more distant fades. It takes bile at the back of your throat. Your head is burning. You hear a whistle in one ear. Your fingers move to your wound. Underneath the bandages you can feel hard skin. It is incredibly painful. Did they... I'm sorry? Did they catch the Sandman? You nod. No. What about my passenger? He was dead before you even got out your cab. Doctor is silent for a second. A very awkward second. She hesitates. Police would like to see you as soon as possible to ask you some questions. You're currently the only one of the Sandman's victims who's still alive. Noise in the hallway attracts your attention. You try to turn your head, but to no avail. You need a rest. She leaves the room. Her voice resonates in the hallway. I don't care. He's the only witness. He's... Another female voice joins in. A strong authoritarian voice. You clearly can't make up what she's saying. A strong feeling washes over you. It's not pain, not fatigue, or odd combinations of two. Before being in the hospital room, you never realised that anger was made up of a combination of pain and exhaustion. Anger. And a feeling you know all too well. Days go by and a month later. Night 1. Right. Well, look, I got a bit of a problem. A real problem, that is. You have a pounding headache. It's your first night behind the wheel since the attack. Are you listening to me? Catcher puts his eyes in the rearview mirror. Yeah. He stares at you for a second or two without speaking. Sometimes I wonder what goes on inside your head. You always seem so far away. I'm listening. Okay. He's watching you closely, trying to make out what's going on in your head. You know I'm worried about you, don't you? I know. You're like a son to me, you know? I know. And you know he's about to tell you the story of his taxi fleet. Again. When my father died and left me the store, I could have sold it. I could have retired, gone back to the old country. But I decided to start carefully with the money he's left me to hire the guys from the neighborhood. That's why I got 45 guys like you working for me. His hands flutter in the air. None of them are any match for you. He smiles. His voice suddenly takes on a serious note. Do you want me to go over everything again? He points to the equipment on the dashboard, to the meter, the GPS. You haven't been on a taxi for weeks. Maybe you do need a little refresher. Yeah, good idea. Right then, first the map. You spot potential customers and trying to guess where they were going. Then you decide. When a customer orders a taxi and there's no one else around, you have to go pick them up. He shrugs. That's the way it goes. It's business. No problem. The other fails, you look at the map and decide whether or not you want to take them. Then you drive. He flashes a quick mechanical smile. You know it all too well. When he talks about work, he talks about work. That's all. When your shift is over, we do the numbers and first tries off as if to find the right words. That's all. It's pretty simple. There's no reason you can't do it. Alright, no overtime. We're in France here, and there are rules, regulations. You might not see it that way, but no one likes having a driver who hasn't slept for 24 hours. Looks away. Something that's been bothering him since going to the cab. Anyway, you know the ropes. You get it. I know you're gonna do a good job. What's the matter? Baskin's quiet for a while, as if he's hesitant to speak, and then... I don't think it's a good idea. You shouldn't be driving. The murderer's still out there, and we think he's coming back for you. We? Your colleagues. I do too. Anyway, I'll let you get back to work. Every minute spent in your taxi is a minute lost. Just smile, half ironic, half serious. You can count on me. Scratches an invisible stain on the armrest. Yeah, I know, that's the problem. Smiles. The boss opens the door and exits the cab. You watch him as he crosses the street. Head to the fleet garage. A couple of colleagues are milling about. Taxis are coming and going. They'll ignore you, consciously or unconsciously. You are branded. You sit there a moment and you turn the key in the ignition. The hum of the engine sends a tingle down your spine. It's impossible to describe how you miss that feeling. It's back to the night shift, back to life. Despite the attack, despite it all. Right, let's get started. Okay, so we have... you. Yeah, we'll accept it. Let's get our first one. You brought up a Lapia, a starred restaurant you've heard a lot about. Two are away up front, standing a ways apart. The first one is one of your suspects. You recognise her face right away. She's connected to the hedge fund that managed the Albatross, the apartment building that burned down. The second woman, you've never seen her before. She's wearing pyjamas. She has a dumb smile on her face. They hail each other goodbye in an oddly distant way. The first leans over to your window. We're going in two different directions. Cold, blunt voice, you can tell by her tone. She's trying to impress the other woman. I'm going to see Germaine. She's going to Etoile, Avenue de la Grande, en mer. probably think. Butchering that, both of them look at each other, the one wearing pajamas with his hand. Go ahead, I see another taxi in the street. Don't worry about me. Go. She turns to her friend. Is that okay with you? No worries. Call me? Of course. Let me think about your offer. Your first husband gets into the car. The next passenger gets in, you start driving away from the restaurant. Passenger turns around, tries to catch his friend's eye when she's left behind the sidewalk. She signs a very strange sigh. It's horrible. Horrible. What is? She's talking about. She's talking out loud and she freezes. The short man is silent, she looks at you closely and tight, she must be trustworthy. You've always been a people person, you see it as a sort of superpower. My friend, what's happening to her is just horrible. She's not doing well, she's in a bad way, doesn't know what to do anymore. She was telling me about her new idea, her new business plan, but it's obvious she's at the end of a rope. I would have built a future for her business and she burst into pieces, just like huge people away. Apologies. Just like that huge blame went back way in. It's horrible, especially since her voice fades out for a second. Floats in midair. Especially since she shakes her head. Especially since she's an incredible woman, or rather, was incredible. Incredible, I'm telling you. She had kids, separated from her any husband, better franchise from nothing, or practically nothing. She's a real role model for me. I'm not kidding. I was successful because my parents had money, and because I went to the best schools. But she, on the other hand, she's been working like mad since she was 16 years old. She freezes. Where I thought we were running a business was disastrous. Utterly disastrous. Something crosses her line of vision. She appears to perk up. I don't know why I'm telling you all of this. I'm trying to find something to say, but she continues without paying attention to you. Have you ever been in a situation where someone you absolutely adore makes one bad decision after another? She doesn't wait for an answer and keeps talking. Well, the woman you saw earlier is just that person for me. She keeps going, using words you're not accustomed to. You hunt for some sort of clue in her pleasant voice. Suddenly she bursts out laughing, more of a sardonic snicker, really. She had her hands on a gold mine, she let it all go. All of it. I had no choice but to fire her. I'm not proud of myself, but a company's well-being has to come first. She pauses, apparently out of necessity. She got this crazy idea in her head. She wanted to go back to the original size. That's the word she used. Original size. You pull into your passenger's street. She doesn't notice and keep talking. Am I supposed to explain to the stockholders, the investors who call in, wanting to expand to South America, Asia, Abu Dhabi, sorry. You shrug as you pull up in front of her building. Time flies. The blink of an eye, she plays her fare with bills that look so fresh you think they'd be printed the night before. As I open the door, she turns to you. Her eyes bore into you like she's examining you. It's strange. I get the feeling I've seen you somewhere before, and I never forget a face. Time grows sluggish. She snorts her hip, unbuckles her seatbelt. It's her. Her face relaxes. No, forget it. It's in my head. Probably drank a bit too much this evening. Best of luck for the rest of your shift. A second later, she's outside, the door closes, you start breathing again. You hear the sound of her heels banging on the sidewalk. She walks up to the entrance of her building, turns around and looks at you. You don't budge. She stands there vaguely watching you for a while. Her eyes give off a vague shimmer in the night. A car flies by. Somewhere above you, a metal shutter bangs. She eventually goes into a lobby. She doesn't turn on the light. You turn the key in the ignition and notice you are shaking nervously. You leave her street behind. Hey! Right, next job. Alright, we're going to drive over. And obviously we've got to keep an eye on money and fuel and stuff as well, because we've got rent and whatever to pay and all that. Somewhere in one of the buildings around you, a dog is barking up a storm. And I'll try and keep narration and stuff as well. Obviously I'll talk normally. Just gives me a lot of feel a bit good. I just want to ride around. Sure, why not? You see next passenger, your first instinct to prepare yourself for a fight. It's almost automatic, something about the way she holds herself. Super wide shoulders, her hands holding the opening of the door. It must be a champion weightlifter or something. Good evening, sir. Particularly surprised by her low voice, but something incredibly gentle about the way she looks at you. Could you please drive around the outer belt? Of course. Perfect. She settles into the backseat. You start driving. Taxi leaves its parking spot and starts up an avenue down a boulevard. After a few minutes of calm and silent driving, you get to the outer belt. Probably wondering why I want you to do this, aren't you? That's what you want to over her face. That was good timing. Up here. I can't sleep. My car ride is the only thing that suits me, and I lost my license. That's you. Pretty straightforward, right? She smiles weakly. Lights on the outer belt light up the dashboard, your passenger blinks. I don't know if it's the lights, the way they're placed, or the back and forth between tunnels and bridges. I don't know what quite makes me. How about puts me to sleep? Today, since I cleaned out most of my colleagues playing tarot, I'm treating myself to a little. She smiles, all the while closing her eyes. A enormous woman on your backseat starts to begin to snore. You smile and keep driving, and so much right without a word. The bandito has doing subsides and gets away to bits of phrases. She knows why. She's unaware. She's mumbling. Cookie. Hand me the cookie. Bestie wakes up abruptly. Take me home. I'm ready for bed. For sleep again, you exit the outer belt to bring her home. In the back, discreet, peaceful, hypnotic snoring. You shake her hand and attempt to push her away. Your own violent desire to sleep. Made a long minutes later, you return to the bigger point. Her eyes still shut, your passenger takes a wallet out of her pocket. You know, I can't sleep because I'm consumed. Consumed with an idea. She opens her eyes. The one we live in our current situation could be taken care of if I took a gun and shot a pile of lead into our government. You can't believe your ears. Line them up against the wall, one after the other. Bam! 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 She smiles. Her fingers reach out for cash. Then I would sleep soundly. But if only our president, our government, only if they were all lying at the bottom of a mass grave. Unmarked, no gravestone, and a total utter indifference. That's what scares them the most, not leaving any mark behind. Slowly, as humanly possible, she hands you a bill. Think of everything, you're perfect. She opens the door and slides outside. She closes it behind her and walks around her place without a word, almost like she was sleepwalking. Once she shuts the door to her building, you get back to your night. Just dying to sleep. The door suddenly opens and a woman gets in the back seat. Having a good night? For a second you freeze. One of the cops in the Sandman's case. She grins at you. Her voice creaks. You remember seeing her at the hospital. Someone already bothered you about her hair. You know, it's pretty crazy. For weeks I've been saying to myself there's something off about you. Something not so nice. I dug around, moaned all over, bugged all my fellow cops about it. Because I was sure you lied to us. I keep going. She had a cold sneer on her face. But I'm going to be frank with you. She leans over to you. You're not the Sandman, not the wrong profile. She squints like she's trying to make you out from afar. Like you'd gone to the extent of hurting yourself. Yeah, between us is a bit of a stretch. She stares at you. but not enough of a stretch for my chief to stop going on and on about you. Seriously, he talks about you all the time. If I didn't know better, I think he'd had a crush on you. She smirks. No, I think he's more interested in your profile. Prison 17. Makes you chill, fills your gut. And a murder, too. Open your mouth, but nothing comes out. Since you got out, you kept a low profile, but you're lying out your name and your address. I checked. It's normal, you'd say. You'd get word. They get word of your time served, no loan for your permit, no lease for your car, meaning no second chance at life. Voice became softer and less warm. Person like guys who want a second chance. No, I like guys who fight for a second chance. Basically, I like guys who are willing to work for me. She leans forward, her shining cat-like eyes narrowing. But she wants you to go to the prosecutor with her first and last name with evidence. And she knowing him, he's not so hard on evidence. So I'll give you info, victim, suspects, medical reports, and photos are a bit... It's a gagging noise. Yeah. You have to be discreet. Keep between you and me. Interrogate, ask questions, stick around. Not a cub. She shrugs. Don't worry, you're already keener than half the squad. And don't forget, I'm not asking you to make an arrest until there's a killer wrapped in a bow in front of the station, okay? You're not Batman. Just need to get more info. She rummages around her pocket for what seems like forever. Here, take my card. Call you in free 4 days to check in. We'll chat. Let you know if I knew any new info. She speaks on a didactic, parallelistic tone, like she was giving you a list of recommendations for the 100th time. Don't get caught, don't get arrested. Also, I wouldn't recommend trying to leave Paris. I know what you look like and I know who your friends are. Give me the solution or the problem, my friend. Takes a minute to scan your face, your emotions. If I have to, I'll check in on you know who. Smile is biting. It reminds me, she knows you've done time. You shake her head. She snickers. Oh, my little dirtbag, you covered your tracks well. I did what I could. Yeah, if you say so. She sighs in a tired, exaggerated way. Don't try and mess me, man. If things don't go well, I'll turn you in. Send your picture to my friends in media and every asshole in Paris. Your picture with your name on it. Your real name. I'm close to you if that place is searched. I'll put under house arrest, spending nights in jail. Have any idea how tense the things of that fucker's trial on the way? Sigh, but you know what she's trying to get at. Come to think of it, your last name's almost the same. You could be brothers, actually. Nothing like that, son of a bitch. Let me tell you, with that face of yours and your handle, they'll welcome you with open arms. You have no right. I know we have no right. She's on a serious tone. Business-like. I want to catch this killer personally. I want to drag him to court, ruin his fucking life with a bang. I can't bosh this case, you got me. Neither can you, right? Obviously. Well, great then, if you do right away. So you can just say you're my informant, my CI. You have to open your gut, you saw your own insides, you're in a coma, you have plenty of reasons you want to get back at him. She furrows her brow. Yeah, I actually think you're going to do what I tell you to do. You investigate, ask questions, install rumors, come up with the suspects. Shakes her hand down the door and phrases. Alright, don't get fired. That's cab you're worth knowing to me. Glare at her. Fucking bitch. Yeah, whatever. Makes you feel better. Puts her hand up and you can hear the words behind it. This conversation never happened. I'll make sure you get more intel tomorrow. I'll find a way. Until then, not a word to anyone. Obviously. Not a word. Door opens, squeaks, and slams shut. She's alone for a while, teeth clenched, dried-eyed, and is buzzing. Shit. The back seat, a cough left a pile of papers. Shit. Ignition, motor running. Radio on, crackles, you turn it off and start driving. Dr. Bash's might unlock new documents and includes the investigation. You'll find them in the back of your studio after your shift. Nice. We already have 4 clues. About our Sandman. Takes a second to join science to your studio apartment. Outside, the city is slowly waking up. You can still hear the hum of the taxi buzzing in your ears. You throw the file bus it gave you on the table. On the wall, you hung a big cardboard raised to pin up photos of your nephews. They've been gone since you got out of. Your plan is simple. Jot down all the pieces of evidence and connect them with the suspects. The guilty party won't necessarily be the one with the most evidence against them, but the one with the most compelling evidence against them. Kind of building a story on each suspect. Trying to understand their motives. Understand how he or she got into the situation. The neighbour flushes the toilet out the corner of your eye. You can hear the pipe shake. Time to get moving on your investigation. So, let's go. Victim 1. Right, let's have a look. Okay, Geraldine Zamora. Victim used to work with the mafia. Cheers, found a victim, maybe killer. Geraldine lost the company to group them all. Thought to be a suicide at first. Anita husband, dentist with access to muscle relaxant. Victim 2, strangled post-mortem. Alexandre, grandson, died in Albatross fire. Victim 1, burns, marks on body, done while alive. Victim 1, arsonist. Cool. And the night. A heavy hand to wipe away your tired face. You open a sofa bed and lie down. Events of the day run through your head. The streets, their passengers, their faces, their problems. Your brain is running at full speed, your body aches and you are in pain. You can tell you need to get more sleep. You glance at your investigation board. Looks awfully empty. Tomorrow you'll have a chance to fill out more. You shake your head and your mind wanders for a second. Suddenly you're asleep. You open one eye. Your attention turns to shooting upstairs, a door slamming. Typical. You get up quickly. A few minutes later, you're outside for your studio. Night 2. Right. Okay. We have some fuel stations, and we have some people. That's one of our suspects. Let's go. So obviously we'll have suspects that we'll pick up on our trail. Or maybe like some pointers here or there. Obviously, if we need to get fuel, we'll get fuel. Pull up in front of Le Pierre. 2 of them are waiting up front, standing a ways apart. First one is one of your suspects. You recognize the face right away. Get to the headphones that managed the Albatross, the apartment building that burned down. Second woman you've never seen before, she wore in pajamas, she had a dumb smile on her face. They joke goodbye in an oddly different way. Not quick. You know, it's surprised by her tone. She sounds like she just won a millions playing the lottery. Mostly calm. That's a pretty crowded neighborhood. Restaurants around here are closed late, that helps. She nods slowly. Actually, I was just at Le Pierre. It's an incredible restaurant. Do you know it? I've heard of it. Oh, yeah? She seems genuinely interested. We're done to find out about good spots like that, dropping tourists off or picking them up. Handy. Her smile just started to make you uncomfortable. Yeah, thinking you must meet all sorts of people. All shapes and forms, yes. Must be refreshing. Not death and night, no faces, no stories. You're not like in an awfully good mood. Yes. Her face lights up. Yes, actually, a fabulous evening, excellent restaurant, great wine. Not to mention a winning plan. A plan? Yes, a plan, a scheme, a plot of sorts, if you prefer. She leans forward slightly. Tell me, have you ever wanted to take a revenge? Her attitude suddenly seems scary. Your blood freezes. Before you can react, she continues. I recommend it. It's an absolutely incredible sensation. I never felt so good. She waves. She heaves a satisfied sigh. That woman you saw back there, her name is Anita. A few months ago, she destroyed everything I built for myself. My father passed away 10 years ago. I found myself in charge of his candy business, a tiny shop, a horrendous kitchen. At the fire, half the people on payroll poured every cent I had into it, got into organic local products. 2 years later, I had 7 boutiques in and around Paris, 14 in total in France. Les Confesseurs de Murat. You heard of them? Yes. She acknowledges your answer and pleased to know your brand is well known. Well, it's only me. Her face clouds over for a second. I mean, it was only me, since it was a huge success. Since we need to open more and more shops, I looked for investors. Little by little, my tiny business had become huge, and I'd add more people to my board, and so I met Anita. Her voice reminds you of an Arctic wind. Anita and her investment fund sound like the title of a children's book, but they're a twisted and savory one. She sighs again, sadly this time. I was fired from my own company 3 months ago. Is that possible? I'm living proof it is. She smiles warmly at you. When they gave me the boot, I pretended to save face. I pretended it was the best thing for me and my family. More time to spend with my children. She takes a long pause. I lied. She looks away. I felt so ashamed. Like I was less than human, dirty rag you thought without a second thought. She snickers. You have a moment of doubt about her and one of your suspects. The very next day I was contacted by an association fighting to prevent tax fraud, and she stops talking when she sees a confused expression on your face. It's complicated. I'm sort of a Trojan horse pretending to want to sell my remaining shares to pull them into a trap. Tonight, after hesitating for a week, she finally took the bait. I felt like a spy dressed like a bomb. She puts her pajamas, her boots, her hair. The look on the waiter's face when she saw me. She giggles. I gave Anita an Oscar-winning performance. Told her I wanted to sell what I still had, get the hell out of this shitty country. But I wanted things to be handled discreetly, without wasting a fuss. I wanting to have to pay out the dinners. She said okay, asked me to contact a specialist. She burst out laughing. If my plan works, let's convert her to Marais or disappear. And you're okay with that? You have no choices, no more me. And they grow bad the month, I must be stopped there. They're all involved in some sort of shady deals. Tax exile, offshore accounts, maybe worse. I'll do everything I can to bring her down, and she waves her hand to put an end to your conversation. She noticed something down the street. I go to the drink. Actually, I need a drink. She points to a bar, well-lit windows, dark red concrete lights inside. Here, stop here. You pull over and put past your pace affair. She sips you a small tip with a smile on her lips. Keep on doing what you're doing. You're doing good work. Excellent work. She quickly gets out the cab. The door slams, followed by a same silence that comes after each passenger. Drive away. Turn the key ignition and start driving. So, some people might spark up. These are one of your suspects. We're going to go for the next one as it's quite a short distance. We probably should get some fuel at some point as well. That'll be handy. Fare 480. It's fine. Next passenger has barely got into the cab when she tells me where she wants to go in a frank, determined voice. So driving, she's glanced around the cab and taking notes. And sure, even in going. Beth doesn't reply and continues to examine your taxi. She runs her finger across the cloth of the back seat. Sniffles the seatbelt. And then closes the window over and over. Can I help you? Beth doesn't even raise her hand as she replies, icily. Is that how you speak to all your customers? Passenger, sorry. She hangs on the last word of her sentence, like she's letting the last syllable slowly escape her lips. You are unique. She shrinks back into a second and smiles. Thanks, but flattery won't get you anywhere. I'm here to get clear and objective answers. Do you think the quality of your vehicle has an influence on your numbers? But regardless, cut you off. I need a yes or no answer. Word slides up an imaginary question mark. Still resonating in the cab when she starts the next sentence. Make analysing data for my questionnaire easier. What questionnaire? We can talk about that later. First, let's go through the questions. Do you think the quality of your vehicle has an influence on your numbers? No, Buster's concurless. Takes a minute to write down your reply. Good. Do you think you could drive for more than 12 hours a day? You look in the rearview mirror. Yes, but it'd be dangerous. She doesn't even understand your reply. What about 16 hours? Driving 16 hours? Brave. Fixate on the upside of hours. Shake your head. 16 hours straight? 16 hours. Yes or no? No. She sighs softly, as if she was disappointed. Would you be prepared to learn massage techniques as part of your master taxi services? Massage? That's the question. Pull over suddenly. Get on my taxi. She looks at you. Hey, no, wait. Do you know who I am? You look over. Expensive clothes, stylish haircut, subtle but clearly valuable jewelry. Your experience, she's probably a wealthy family, like a business student. Business school? No, I am your future. The future of your entire profession. I take a pause. Studying your business model, as you see. She's a perfect, though exaggerated accent. And I discovered something neither you or your competitors have picked up on. Another dramatic pause. That lasts a little too long. What is this something? It must be pretty stupid to tell you about it now. Yeah, basically you know nothing. You know, people like you make me sick. If I get progress, but it shakes your pathetic little life up. You can recognize innovation if it ran over you in a limousine. Alone in your shitty ass cab. She gets out and slams the door. Stay quiet for a moment. Something is at the back of your mind. I'm very happy. It's the notion you serve a purpose on this planet. Yeah. You kick her out, we don't make any money. What a bitch. Basically. We're on half a tank. We'll go here. We'll see what she says. Yeah, why not? First you get in the cab and you hear her dress. She is muted far away. Stop the cab. She appears rather meek, subdued, like she's about to fade away. You look up at her. Turns your gaze, but she's not there, as if she wasn't looking at an actual person, but a silhouette instead in the shape of a human being. Nice evening, isn't it? Yes, it's a lovely evening. So she says. You leave it at that without looking at her. Some clients seem to be left alone, need quiet. You're afraid to say another word. Various theories run through your head. Maybe she's on drugs, maybe she witnessed something awful. Maybe she knew something about Sandman. Her eyes scan the interior of the cab and nod. detachment. There's still ways to go before you reach your destination. Would you like some music? Music? She pauses. I don't know, if you want. She breaks off again. What kind of music do you have? Well, it's on the radio. I never listen to the radio. I don't really know what's any good. Maybe. She seems to be weighing her options. Some jazz, maybe? The passenger looks at you for a moment too, clearly surprised. Jazz? She hesitates. Think over, nods at last. Press the search button for a jazz station and eventually find one. A droning trumpet gets all worked up, accompanied by drums and a bass. Never really understood jazz. It's funny. Music like that seems so impenetrable. Drum change stations? No, it's fine. Really, I like it. My thesis supervisor listens to lots of jazz. With time, I begin to like it too. Your thesis? Yes. Not another word. She turns her head slightly as if to think about something unpleasant. What's the subject? The progressive nuns of Ranch Abbey, or Rock Abbey at the dawn of the industrial era. The air in the cab seems icy. Sounds very specific. Extremely. Too much so. No doubt. My field of research is terribly limited and... How should I put it? She sighs. It's deadly boring. A subject no one's interested in. My thesis supervisor for a start. My parents. My ex. Worst of all, even me. She stares at you. The subject's a trap. It's never been explored, and it informs our perception of women in the 18th century. But no one is interested in it. That's how it goes. I got used to my theses on the subject. Doctoral theses are rarely interesting, you know. But mine, I think I've hit rock bottom. Shouldn't say that. I don't need your pity. She speaks in a cold, clipped tone without any animosity. You find it disconcerting. I chose the path I'm on. I'm entirely accountable for it. She hesitantly lifts her hand. But I'm the one who chose my thesis. Me and no one else. To be honest, it would be no doubt the only thing that remains of me when I die. What do your friends think? My boyfriend dumped me 3 months ago. Said I was spending too much time on my thesis. The truth is, it's only the thesis itself that was the problem. He thought it was stupid, a waste of time, boring. He wasn't exactly a feminist. Pretty old-fashioned in a way. I knew it, I could see it coming. My parents, they... How shall I put it? Ryan smiles, turns the corner of her mouth as if she enjoys the thought of seeing loathsome people suffer. My parents think... Her voice falters, she doesn't know what to go on. Takes her a few seconds to put up the courage to speak again. My parents think I made a mess of my life. I know they do. They haven't said so, of course. They are there for me, they help me, but deep down they know it's too late. Just up on the radio has become distinctly more aggressive, almost dissonant. You briefly consider turning it down the volume, then change your mind. I'm 28. I'm doing a tutorial thesis on the 18th century nuns. My brothers went to top business schools and their MBAs. They're married and have children. And me, I'm compiling pages and pages of information on nuns. Put up the passion stressed, an opulent looking building in the 1600 deciment. The young woman was perfectly still, seeming paralysed. I'm very grateful to you for having tried to cheer me up. About success, but I appreciate you trying. A trace of a smile plays across her lips. You believe everyone has a purpose in life? She shrugs. I don't. She answers the fair next to the cab without a word. I'm late, she's walking away in towards the building. Sit there a moment longer and then start the cab. There you go. Right. We should probably... I would say head to a gas station. Let's go here. And then we're on the way. We'll see this guy, because I want to head to the station anyway. At some point. Yeah. $13 deaths a month, please. Sure. 27. Customer getting into your cab is in his late teens, looks exhausted. Since his nerves on edge, he's afraid of something. 13 Fahrenheit assessment, Rudy Jose. There's a slight drawl on accents. The river says maybe, alas, somewhere in eastern France, sunny out. So the cab. A lengthy silence ensues. Surely your passenger is unmistakable. Alcohol, strong and cheap. Everything alright? The young man is surprised you asked. He doesn't answer you right away. Yeah, oh, sorry, it's kind of running out. Problems? Yeah, you could say that. Looks like you at last. Something in his eyes tells you. Can I ask you something? Yeah? I had a fight to my father, and I took off. My wallet or credit card. So where are you heading now? To my mother's. I live in my dad's place because it's closer to high school. But the two of us do not get along. My mother, your mother will pay for the ride? She doesn't know I'm coming. I'll have to go up to get the money. She's not answering her phone. You don't believe a word he's saying, and he can tell you're not buying it. Otherwise I could. That's his gaze. Thinking maybe I could. Looks in your eye again. I spread open his jacket a little. Make you feel better? Must be feeling hard driving as this all alone. Maybe a massage or something else. He breaks off and looks down at his crotch. What exactly are you suggesting? Sits a little straighter. I'm completely broke right now, and I really need your help. Maybe you need mine too? He forces himself to smile. You feel that bad for him. How old are you? 21. Come straight in the eye. 19. Listen, the answer's no for the massage and the anything else. You really can't pay? And with your eye. Yeah, I'm broke. I messed everything up this year. I lost my job at the supermarket. My roommate kicked me out. Seems to be getting younger with each new word. I have a friend who puts up with me sometimes. She says I can stay the night at her place tonight. That's where we're heading. Turn the wheel hard right and pull up to the curb. Better for both of us if we got out right here. Young man lowers his gaze. Yeah. MCO climbs out. You're all a bunch of... Slams the door mid-sentence. Your ears ring for a second or two. The young man stands there for a minute, then his shoulders start to shake. He breaks into a run. A moment later, he's gone. Yeah. Trying to offer me sexual favors for a taxi ride. Yike. Yike, yike, yike. Not a soul inside. Fluorescent lights irritate your eyes and you smell. And the smell of pee is wafting up from the space in between the pumps. I can tell you that for sure. South service here, you pay directly at the pump. The mini mart over there, it must sell newspapers. The person behind the counter must see and hear things. Might be worth asking a couple of questions. Don't quite know why, but Parisian gas stations are always frightening. Check out your surroundings before getting out of the taxi. Hi. A serial killer business crazy. Kagosio pointing an angry finger at the newspapers on display in front of him. Seen how much the police suck catching him? Smile and let you keep talking. Nothing ticket, no luck. No hand curses. You curse automatically as you put one foot in the freezing cold. Leave. Right, I think we have one more time for the ride for the night. There we go. Let's go to him. You can go to anyone, by the way. I just choose people if they're flashing as well. Seems more interesting. And also with papers and stuff, I can do extra activities. Apart from the cemetery where your client is supposed to be waiting, no one is there. But further you notice a small white house half built to the cemetery wall. Door opens, lights flood the street, you make out two shadows. One of them walks towards the cab, your next passenger. He struggles to get in the back seat and eventually falls onto the back seat. Overly. Moment goes by before you realise he's giving you his address. His raspy and exhausted voice are almost inaudible. You start driving. You leave the cemetery and notice another shadow in the rearview mirror, still standing on the sidewalk. You okay? Past yesterday just set up. You're struck by the smell. The stench of alcohol is so strong you think your passenger had bathed himself in a river of whiskey. You know you're not going to be able to get rid of the smell easily. What do you think? His head looks like it weighs a ton. It wobbles. I don't give a shit. About anything. Your passenger is shaking and spit bubble forms at the corner of his mouth. Too hard. It's just too hard. Each word he says is under a moan in pain. His face is twisted and almost inhuman. Makes you uncomfortable. What's going on? Here's my grandson. I miss him so much. Every minute, every second, I'm away from him. You know why he's there, but you can't give him the impression you recognize him. Give away the facts you know about him. This old guy reeks of alcohol as a killer. Almost there, sir. Why the fuck do I care? Huh? He shakes his head, his throat gurgles. Keep an eye on him, that kind of noise is usually known him for an hour or two of cleaning. But the old man noticed your worried look. Don't worry, I'm not going to puke in the taxi. I know the drink, I know. Pauses. His voice drops lower and becomes slower, like he was talking to another person. You put people in taxi. You heard about the Albatross fire? The building on 13th and Document? You nod. No one could have missed that tragedy. My grandson was in that building. My little man, Daniel. Precious kid. Rosy cheeks to a pinch, always asking questions, question after question. Asking questions on everything all the time. He once asked me if whales... He lifts his head, shaking all over. He's unable to speak. Whales? Leave me the fuck alone, damn it. His voice is scathing, his anger is contained, controlled. Just leave me alone. I lost my only reason to live. I got wasted, so I don't have to listen to all the stupid things on TV and in the papers. Like the people living in Albatross with derelicts. Like my daughter was an unworthy mother because she was out the night of the fire. It's not their fault. It's the higher-ups, them. They pen those families in the cages, death traps. You fall silent as you pull the taxi up to the front of the address he gave you. Pulls up to a window on the last floor of the dilapidated building. Here, I live here. It's all I can afford. So they're able to relocate her. My daughter is living in a hotel on the projects. City place. Pauses and remains completely still. Can't seem to sleep at my place. All I can do is A smile appears to his face. His voice becomes softer, almost sweet. Hey, Mystic! I slip into the cemetery where Dan is buried. I climb the wall, I avoid the gravel walkways. I snuggle up to his tombstone. It's cold, but I don't give a shit. Don't give a shit. Silence. Your passage remains immobile. Tonight, it was too cold out, so Hubert called you. I'm going to go upstairs, I'm going to get in bed. And think about Dan. Think about those assholes, sons of bitches, those shitbags. He stares at you. Only thing I want from them, death. Eyes open, fear right down their veins, their pants filling with... Enter a building, and so you watch him staggering to his building for a minute. The main door is broken in, he doesn't even enter a code to open it. He disappears for you to sit in a moment to contemplate the deserted street. Samaria's story is off. You have trouble picturing a man his age climbing the wall of a cemetery. You saw that wall was at least 2 or 3 meters, maybe more. You turn the key ignition and drive away. Is this game new? No, actually, I don't believe it is. When did it come out? Like a while ago. Let me quickly Google for you. Nightcore game. It came out in 2019, so just before the pandemic. Yeah, 2019. Almost 5 years ago. Not that old at all. I'm interested in you. You're a taxi driver trying to solve a case of a murder of a man called the Sandman. He's completely dazed. Drive, come on! Where are we going? She seems surprised by your question. Well, the Bonnier, of course. They're out. I don't want to miss them. Start driving. Mrs. Pasty relaxes as the car starts to move. Doesn't seem the least bit interested in your presence. What am I going to do, Bonnier? We're going to gather truffles. Look at the corner of your eye. Truffles to eat? Well, of course not. Food is poisons, the dead weight that stifles thought. We need to move beyond the idea that the stomach is king. Close their eyes. After I wrote One Potato in 2003, I stopped eating vegetables. Seriously, I couldn't eat what I'd written anymore. And after that, I began to free myself from the shackles of sweets and cooking. Poetry. It's where we come from. It's where our true values lie. In a combination of words, not oils. In cooking syllables, not meat. Potato? Yes, you never heard of it? It's a poem that we break through and finally gain some recognition amongst poets. Before that, it was complicated. They closed their sanctimonious doors to me. Some say it was sexism. I don't buy it. Poetry surpasses penises and vaginas and everything in between. She shrugs. And since then, I've been working relentlessly on my next piece, a poem without end. She pauses to catch her breath. That I can't seem to finish. Huh? Well, yes, who are you to believe poetry is fine? It is fine and must be endless. She looks at you. Right. I've heard this game. I never heard of this game. Yeah, it's interesting. It's one of my I've actually finished it once. It's my second playthrough. I had another playthrough, but obviously I don't know where I am in that case, so I made a new one. Don't understand. She leans towards you and whispers, "Me neither, but that's the way it is, purely and simply." She sits up, her voice sounds confident and poised towards again. Let me tell you something. When I'm stuck, she raises her hand. No, not stuck, unable to give birth to a new idea. When the contractions don't come, when my mind is not fully dilated, then truffles help. You're almost the boys de below. By day, it is not much of a forest. At night, even less so. Scattered groves, a few unlit roads. Of course, there are all the sex workers, the traders and trucks, but their clients are not so interested in their company. Keep driving, it's a little further on the right. Sigh, you must never come to this area. Pick up your friend Kia. An idea pops into your head. For once, you get the impression that Moise de Bourneau is more hospitable than Paris. No killers on the loose, no police on your trail. Taken by a sudden desire to leave your passenger there and speed off towards the Atlantic coast. Stop. I sense them. She gets out of the cab and finishes into forest. A minute goes by. What if you drive away? She's 500 meters from a metro station. There's no danger. The door behind you slams. She's back. Ah, shit. The map is full. You can barely make out the address she gave you. Turn the key and start driving. You glance in the mirror and see your passengers. I'm going to be swallow something. Called a thin, disgusted voice. What are those things? Truffles. Those super pricey things that grow in dirt. Those ones aren't super pricey, you put it. They just help me write. They can hallucinogenic? Shakes her head. They help the contractions. Help me to focus on my poetry. Shakes her head and says nothing. Maybe the truffles are working. Concentrate on your driving and road ahead. I'm back, lol. Yeah, I know, Ad. That happened. I'm sorry. Yeah, no, it's one of my favourite games. I wanted to get back to you forever. From time to time, she whispers something. Catch a word or two here or there. Silence. Augmented. Vivisection. She pronounces each syllable with hauntiness and precision. Unlike me. When you're almost reached your destination, and passing close her eyes. Here it comes. The voice drops and sounds more poised. I always need to drink when I do this one, because I do so much voice acting. I hear from across the ocean the tumult of the drowned. Hold your ears to the water. Hey rah, roar hey. Dance on a dock with the dingies dabble. She's silent, she furrows her brow. In jest, I vomit the carbonine jest as I sit under the shade of the chestnut. I attempt to ride the passenger up past the passage, but it passes away. Away. Stabbed by savages. Every once in a while, she shakes uncontrollably. Here were hanged men and a woman. In their hearts, they were the mask of improper paternal figure, protruding and pestilent. I'm a slave to my own revenge. Not you, but I. She suddenly opens her eyes and you pull over. She smiles at you in a strange smile, like, did she just have an orgasm? Thank you for your patience. She hands you the money for the fare and a few white seashells. Hold on to them, she searches for a word for a few minutes before getting out. They have spatial qualities. Ready to jump out of your seat. Huh? Spatial? She orders out the cab and the door softly shuts. You watch her, she walks away. No doubt about it, she's wearing pajamas. 62 euro tip. Or 2 cent tip, rather. We'll do one more. Anyone call over here? No. You seem interesting. Let's go. The shape on your right reminds you of the night you were attacked. When the light finally illuminates, it's gone. It's gone, I couldn't read the rest. Passenger who in the back seat could be a male model. He asks you to take him to Charles de Gaulle Airport. His voice is mild and pleasant. You sense your passenger wants to talk about the killer, and it's simple. Since the first murder, everyone thinks they know something. Everyone thinks they saw something. This passenger is no exception. You watch him in the rearview mirror as he adjusts his clothes, checks his breath, obviously primping. You drive people to the airport all the time. They bring along a suitcase or a bouquet of flowers. Your passenger doesn't have either. He's looking at himself in the rearview mirror, his lips part, and he runs his tongue over his teeth. Nothing stuck in my teeth, right? You shook your head no. You wonder why he's going to the airport. You're wondering why I'm going to the airport, aren't you? Yeah. I can tell you're curious. I'll tell you, but it's a secret. His voice had changed as if he were about to deliver a speech. Women today are too smart for us men. Too smart. They're onto us the minute we try to hit on them. He crinkles his nose if there were a bad smell in the cab. There are dozens of books on how to get lucky, on how to score, but they all make the same big mistake. You know what the mistake is I'm talking about is? Written by men. They're stupid. Probably haven't read the right ones. Your comment clearly isn't going to stop him. He carries on business as usual. Let me clarify. All those books about hitting on women never tell you where the best hunting grounds are. Theatrical pause. Airports. Another theatrical pause. It's brilliant, right? Women in airports are lonely, emotional, and available. On the street, they're always in a hurry, don't have time. The movies or museums, they don't want to be disturbed. But at the airport, he's clearly very proud of himself. You remain silent. He drinks his nose and sniffs again. Is it me or is there a funny smell in your cab? You sniff too. Sorry, I don't smell anything. He shrugs and goes back to his monologue. Personally, I prefer older women. Single moms who are at the airport to pick up or send their kids to their exes. They're waiting at the unoccupied minors counter to get the information about a late flight or a gate change. I walk over to the counter, look at the flight information, pretend to be worried. My sister, I say, I'm waiting for my little sister. Never been to Paris before, I'm going to take her to the Louvre. She wants to work in the fashion someday. She's already very talented. I hope everything is okay, she had a good flight. She means the world to me. She's my half-sister, but I love her like a sister. Smiled, he takes another sniff, glances around the cabin and picks up where he left off. The half-sister line works every time. Divorced parents, remarried. Every time. You better start laughing. Excuse me, do you mind if I ask you a personal question? No, of course, not at all. Anything to help you understand my game plan? Right, you're a total asshole. Oh, I love the prompts this game gives. What'd you do after all that? After what? After you got the numbers? Ah, very good question. I read a woman I talked to. I give them the stars on a scale of 1 to 5, according to appeal level. I go home, start sending messages. First to the 3 stars. He drops his voice in knowing tones. They're the easiest. The best looks, the easy ratio. Same thing the next day with the 4 stars. Usually they play hard to get, they see themselves as real beauties. Since it looks disgust. Then the 5 stars, the day after that. Just to leave them hanging a little, to get them to doubt their own attractiveness. Throw number 1 when you want to pick a woman with a little strategy, lower their self-esteem. Pays. Pulls in the drop-off lane, your passenger pays the fare next to the cab. I'm telling you, you should take my advice, it's a piece of cake. You just need to come up with a good line or two. They will all fall for it. It's really bizarre, the smell of shit. It seems to be following me where I go. Walks away. Under the sole of his right shoe, you catch the sight of a dark brown spot. Passenger disappears to the airport. You roll down the back window and start off the cab. Oh, we stepped in shit. And it's now in the back of your cab. Yeah. Oh, gross. No more about your clients. You met Geraldine. Hey. So we have certain suspects, as you see on our list. It's thick and heavy and can pick out your name, and it's written in big fat marker on the front. Your real name. Take a deep breath and go inside. In the envelope you find more information just as Buster promised. In one table. You look at the new evidence at the table. It will take a while for you to read everything carefully. Setting your cup inside to sleep, you close your eyes, press your fingers to your eyelids and now yawn. Correct enough to get to work. Right, let's open these and then we'll look at the wall. Cool. Oh wow. Okay, way more. Anita. Let's try and get these moved. Okay, let's get... And where's the award for Geraldine? It's hidden. Husband access to muscle relaxants. Victim money to his dog. Wow. Okay. Victim corrupted, deserved to die. Victim 1 thought it was a suicide. Right, victim 1, usual ammo is the albatross. Victim 1, the mafia. Okay, muscle relaxants. One arsonist. Demont is shady. His husband has access to the muscle relaxant. That's connected to Anita. We'll move those by Camille because we never picked up Camille. And we know the muscle relaxant. Eight. Okay. So his grandson died. She used to work with the mafia, has access to the muscle relaxant, and grouped him on as shady. He was an escort for the secret website. He was seen near the crime scene and was there 2 months before. Geraldine is shady and lost her company, and she just happens to match the description. Okay. Interesting. The heavy hand to rub your tired face. Slowly open your sofa bed and lie down. You then stay around for your head. The past year's history, the faces, the problems. Open one eye. Someone flushes the toilet, you hear the probe shake, run inside your bed. You find Sam coming. Get up quickly. A few minutes later, you're outside your studio. Night 3. Okay. Who have we got? That's it. Let's go to you. You seem interesting. I like the timer that goes down as well. Because obviously it has to act as if you're going through time. There you go. Pull up to an opulent-looking building. Must be an embassy, given the neighbourhood. Woman hastens to the cab, dragging the little boy behind her. Clearly she's angry, with her son is smiling faintly, and is proud of the McNaw trick he just pulled. She gives you an address and starts the cab. Dead silence ensues. A few minutes later, the woman explodes. I still can't believe it. She's furious. It's unbelievable. She's really pissed. Unbelievable. She's losing it. How dare you do that to us? To me and to your father. How dare you? The child doesn't say anything. Do you realize what you did, Hyoga? Hyoga. We're going to stick with Hyoga. Do you realize everything we do for you? All the sacrifice we make, all the money we spend, all of the time we spend getting you to those activities of yours. We are bleeding ourselves dry so you can get an excellent education. And you go around biting your classmates. Child wakes up as if on cue. Ow! Stop it this minute. I am a werewolf. No, you're not. You're a young boy. That's right, a young werewolf. It's not funny, Hyoga. The game doesn't amuse me one bit. And where in the world did you pick all that bullshit nonsense? Huh? A video game, is that it? Or a movie? Silence. Answer me, Hyoga. A movie. I do it. And where did you see that movie? Silence. Hyoga, answer me when I speak to you. And Paula Mills. Paula Mills' house? She makes a small sound in the back of her throat. Like scorn and contempt. Not surprised, his parents are in the middle of divorce. Oh, Paula Mills is my friend. He's not anymore. You won't be seeing him again, for that matter. Oh, please stop making that animal sound, will you? Not an animal, I'm a werewolf. Campus left. Fancy neighbourhoods behind and is entering a more working class part of Paris. No, you need to make friends with someone more interesting than that little Paula Meal. The Iranian embassy's ambassador's son, for example, you know. His name is Kavar. Yeah, that's right. The kid you bit so hard he bled. When you're all over this, you will invite him over. I'm sure it's an interested child or well behaved. The boy starts to laugh. What's so funny? Joe doesn't answer. Stop laughing that whole time, you look like a moron. I'm laughing because Kavar is a werewolf too. Now what are you talking about? I know I bit him, so he's going to turn into a werewolf. Oh! Bastard was shaking with anger. She yells at her son. You stop out right now. You are 5 years old. You're not a baby anymore. When your father gets home back from New York, he is going to have something to say about all this, and you'll see. Excuse me, did I ask for your opinion? No, but if I feel like yelling, I will yell. It's complete madness. A taxi driver sending me out to raise my son. Stop the car. Here, please. Pulls over the sidewalk. Say nothing. Bastard flings a bill your way. Keep the change. She opens the passenger door and invites the son in icy tones. Take a good look at me, Matt Hyoga. If you don't work hard at school, you'll end up like him. She gives her arm a good yank. Come on, let's go. Next the cat walk away, the little boy looks back and bares his fangs. Imitate him. Arroo! She fangs in return, the little boy's delighted. Mother tells him to hurry, he looks away. He starts the cab. Ah, we played along with the boy. It's cute. It's cute. It's cute. Right. Any other suspects? Got a lot of eye spots. Which I'm guessing is just lookout points. We'll go to you. Why not? While I do that, I'm going to put some pajama bottoms on. Oh. I've had jeans on all day and it's uncomfortable. Except... Next passenger slides into the cab and slams the door rather violently. She gives you her address, you start driving. Give her a quick once-over. No suitcase, no purse, no pile of papers or tickets, no wedding band. Look at defeat on her face. She drops someone off at the airport, not her kid, not her husband, not a colleague or client. Who? Should I or shouldn't I? You raise your head. Excuse me. Passenger jumps. Did I say that out loud? Face turns crimson. I'm sorry, I shakes her head and apologizes profusely and stumbles over words. Everything alright? Yes, it's just, shakes her head slowly. It's a bit hard to understand what's going on with me right now. Essentially, needs to talk about it. More like she must talk about it. Her voice is warm and deep and has a stunning accent. The West Indies? I'm in shock. Not the West Indies. Don't worry, something serious. On the contrary, I'm in love. Silence. She's from an island, but you can't tell which one. Out of the blue, just like that. Whereas I'm usually, she shakes her head. I'm usually the one people fall in love with. I'm demanding, complicated, always have someone on my mind, but never the right person. This time it's that word. She flashes an incredible smile. She's American, she lives in Seattle, she's a journalist like me. She was here covering the terrorist trial. Her eyes kept crossing. We spent 4 days side by side. Just enough time for the trial to come to an end, for us to wrap up and spend an evening wandering along the banks of the Seine. Her eyes get a bit misty. It's really cold out, but we didn't even notice. Her smile suddenly vanishes. And I just dropped her off at the airport. There you have it. She pauses. It was short, intense, and we'll probably never see each other again. Maybe it's better this way. Vacation romance. Exactly, in the dead of winter, but that's the idea. Just a bling. She shifts her body slightly, seems to forget you. She lost in thought. You can see her lips move, tremble, form words. I couldn't read that because I've got an achievement for that. Form words she doesn't say out loud. Suddenly you hear a whisper. Go with her. And look takes over her face. Yes, take a plane, follow her and find her. But she giggles. What I tell Wack, I just can't finish the sentence. Even she doesn't believe the lie she's telling. Yes, I have time to make up comp time, it's the least my editor can do. She pauses. Yes. I mean, why not? She's got a layover in London. Has to spend most of the day there. I go to the ticket counter and she stops. No, tickets have cost me a fortune. She sighs. I know, I already looked. The next flight's at 6. Her eyes wander. Fortune. No, that was really intended for your ears, but you felt like answering all the same. What if she's the love of her life? She always jumps. Love of my life? She needs to wash. She wrinkles her forehead and smiles a genuine smile. What kind of cab driver are you? I think we have to make bad choices for the wrong reasons. Bad choices for the wrong reasons. That's deep. Let me think about that. Her gaze wanders outside for the road, Parisian suburbia, the yellowish street lamps. Do I really need this money? It's money I've saved up to go visit family, but when I'm there I feel out of place. Like I'm suffocating. Where are you from? Reunion Island. Do you know where that is? No. In the Indian Ocean off the coast of Madagascar, a patch of France so far from here. She shrugs. When I was younger I never thought I'd be able to leave. And now I feel like going back would be torture. She raises her head abruptly. I'm the problem, it just doesn't feel like home anymore. My mum wants me to come every year and she lets her sentence hang for a second. Seattle. Look at you straight in the eye. I have to go, don't I? You nod. Very well. Then, turn around, please. As soon as you can, you turn around and start heading back to the airport. The road is empty, wide open. The last planes have already left, the first one's going to take off for a few more hours. Passenger watches the roads go by. I feel good. For the first time in months, like a weight has been lifted. I'm glad. A grin gives colour to her words. You say that like it's obvious, like it's a natural state. But a lot of people are scared. They're in pain, they're suffocating. She stares at you, a little smile on her lips. And you, how are you? Question throws you off guard. She can tell. Yeah, it's complicated. Telling your voice casts a chill over the cab. It's okay, I didn't mean to. She shakes her head. Don't talk about it. Pastor is a journalist. Maybe she could give you some information? I need her help. Need my help? Explain the situation in the Tag Hospital. Caution leave out, Booth said. We know about the wall of your place, the nightmares, your anxiety. I'm doing my own investigation. Face out, it's time she learned something new. I didn't cover the story, but she was side, she dropped a point. I know someone. She gazes deeply in her eyes. First plane doesn't leave until 6 AM. I'll have time to call my contact. He'll send you to what he knows about Sandman. Smiles. That name is totally ridiculous. And now all I have to do is empty my bank account and wait for the plane. Time to go. She pays and gets out the cab. With her, a bit nonchalantly, she does the same. You watch her as she disappears into the terminal. Hey! Lovely. And a decent tank too, which is nice. Right. Who should we go to next? Who should we go to next? You seem interesting. Let's go there. Oh, you seem interesting. We're gonna go there. Oh, you seem interesting. We're gonna go there. We're gonna go there. Skip. Except. Oh shit, man. Bastian's holding a bow, which he inadvertently pokes in the air, getting into a taxi. He eats into the back seat and looks at you with a lost expression on his face. It's supposed to be at the Gambada bus station in less than 15 minutes. Your seatbelt. You run the first red light, you come across with a little luck, you get this kid to his bus. See him moping behind you. Shit, was it really that hard? Oh, bro. Shit stain. You can't miss this bus, you just can't, man. I think, okay. Yeah, okay, it might sound a little crazy, but, what do you think of my Gravia outfit? Gravia? Yeah, it's a brace in the game. The bow, the helmet, the armor, you know, all that shit. It's very nice. Nice! Okay, but what, do you think it's lit? Yeah, it's very interesting. Interesting, I don't want interesting. Nice having an his head. Shit, all this for a chick. So anyway, I just trying to paint a game. Lost Legends 5, but to make her like me, but I look like a moron. Looks like time in the meter. Don't look like a moron. You ever done anything like this for a chick? Oh yeah, I definitely did some stupid stuff. Much stupider than dress it up. It's not dressing up, it's cosplay. Tend to go over. Just cosplay for a convention? Yeah, in Belgium, there'll be thousands of cosplays. It's pretty legit. There'll be lots of graviers? Gravias. No, I don't think so. They're popular, but the costume is daring. You gotta flash around with everyone all weekend. Sure, it'll be fine. You think so? Well, it's daring, plus if you're the only one dressed like that, it takes a minute to think. You only are just totally right. How could she not be into me? You park in front of a bus station, you put your hand to a bill and pay this fare. Keep a change. I've always wanted to say that. Good luck with the Gravia thing. Gravia. Yeah, thanks, man. Second lady's ready for a bus, his belt slung across his back. Hey! A cosplayer, how cute. Right. You keep up it up, you seem interesting. So no, mate, you just think you just hit with a migraine? Crack your window, IT person air fills the cab. You need to rest. You need coffee. You need to close your eyes. Just a minute. One tiny minute. You don't need to sleep. You reach your head, you see yourself sitting in the back seat. Get conscious. No, it's more like someone is pulling your guts out. Yeah, I look like shit, I know. No surprise considering the crap eating, right? Smokes. Maybe just a smile, you can't quite tell. I just got one thing to say. It won't take too long. You'll be able to get back to defending the weak and the poor right after. Maybe clean up your reputation and that pretty face of yours. You're not gonna get the job done. Close your eyes, hoping this mirage will vanish. You probably won't be able to help that whore. Maybe you'll finally realize she's using you. Squeeze your eyes shut and see colorful shapes appear, dance around you, disappear. That's your problem. You always want to help people, but no one ever wants to help you. No reciprocity. It's all one way. And that bitch, just like all the others, she's not a whore. Cop whore, same difference. I don't get you. You only locked you up once. You want to go back in? I had no choice. Just have to sense it show down your spine. Something vulgar about it. Seriously, man? You had no choice. Whatever. Run, man. Take a taxi and run. My humble advice, who I am to give advice anyway. We said a choice. Always. No. Not me, not that. This game's bet down on you. I don't know what the hell to tell your passengers. Get the fuck out. He shrugs. You're a piece of shit and you know it. Making deals with traders, sucking dicks, you won't end up in jail. Man, you're the victim here. Be a victim. Use your victimhood to your advantage. Doesn't happen every day. That other time you weren't the victim. He touched his teeth in the rearview mirror. Telling your own brother. Now that's someone. He bugs his eyes out, mocking surprise of horror. Pretty hardcore. There you go. I like it when you get angry. Shows you got something in your shorts. Suddenly you feel nauseous. Let me tell you what your problem is. You thought you actually had a chance in life. Your gun is burning like its contents ready to spew over the windshield. Like your good grades in school, your faggoty little books, as if the 3 months you spent in college might actually change something. But you're nothing. According to people in this country, you don't count. You throw up a little in your mouth, the bile stings your throat. According to people you protect and drive all over Pan Am, you don't count. You double over the steering wheel, your stomach burns when nothing's coming up. You glance behind the wheel and realize you're alone in the cab. It's just you. You wipe the sweat from your forehead and start driving again. The smell of the motor reassures you, calms you down. What the fuck? Okay, you. 100%. That was interesting section, wasn't it? Very interesting. Hey, my good friend, I need the ride off. Oh dear, it's gonna be insufferable. Cutter empathy pens ends wearing a rather heavy looking sort of plate mail clunks it settles in. Don't seem dangerously close to the roof. Be careful then, he yells at yours, okay? Make of thee not the light of a dragon's banished horns of bronze. Long the glorious skirmish will be remembered by the heavens above. The ardent beating of my heart is the blood coursing through my temples like a war drum. There atop Mount Courage I strike off the head of the dreadful beast. Bathed in blood, entwined in the creature's monstrous entrails. Yeah, my good friend, the battle was heroic. Dramatic pause. And why are you going just like that? Right on, my friend, to Notre Dame, the most noble of Catholic cathedrals. The jewel of the most magnificent city of Judea. Ah! That's right, my friend, Notre Dame de Paris. There. To Paris. You didn't turn the key in the ignition. Start the cab at last. Formation the cab sets your oh, jangling. Time down your sword makes a funny humming noise. You ride through the Paris in silence. See, it's just waking up. Driven trucks, the first bus of the day, and half asleep pedestrians fill the streets. Flee yawn, creep it up your thigh. Yawn. Fatigued, my good friend? You nod. Dost thou ride off the entire night? You nod. Thou shalt have a noble steed. That's your steed. Knight sits up and thrusts his chest forward. Ah, tragic story. Tragic. Geralt, for such a valiant creature's name, perished in a collision with a carriage. Oh, an accursed junction, my good friend, and a failure to yield. Oh, the misfortune. His limbs were twisted by the shock. Pretty nasty. Geralt wasn't the most practical means of journeying to Paris. To Leter, that is, bearing the arms of the Stilbus. Champion, scarlet-faced Gravias, vanquished by the conspiracy of the Crystal Sage. Gravia. That word sounds familiar. Hold on a second. Gravias. Aren't those rabbits with bows and arrows? Next over you. Thou knowest the Gravias? I had a passed you once in a costume like you. His voice suddenly goes up an octave. We are not in costume. We are cosplayers. In tones of knighthood. I know nothing of all of that. I am the Knight of Stilbus, and the Gravias are to my veriest foes. Shrug. When we can't make out what's going on behind your passenger's helmet. Does the passenger speaks again. This is Gravia. He was getting the bus, right? You nod. That's funny, it's a small world. I know him. Passenger voice takes on a confident, writing tone. He's been them just like us. I worked day and night to make the perfect suit of armour. To get him to notice me. Curious finds follows. Really like him, but he knows he has another, better make out which one is saying you're gonna catch a few snatches. Shouldn't cry. Or now. Take a breath. You start still getting sales uncertain. Spend so much time, so many moons on this equipment. Make of thee not to sport of me, my good friend, nay! So Fenris totally had a facial laugh, which was so does it begins. Aha! Frightened into silence from time to time. As you shift position, so display metal. And nearing the streets of Notre Dame now, the knight leans in towards you. Ah, the majestic towers appear of yonder. Tremendous sight, oh the marvel of it. Just to think it took dozens, scores of years to build it. So the window shoots up the cab. My fellowship of cometh. Any one night you see gatherings of warriors, soldiers, magicians, and witches. What's going on? My comrades in arms, my sisters and brothers. We are all going to Fontainebleau for 3 days, for 3 moons. We'll visit the forest of Bernihar, birthplace of Fulgral the Rash. Your passenger throwing through your armor. I know I put my wallet in here somewhere. Pinches the finger. Damn it! And he pulls out money for the fare. Unfortunately, he tries to remove himself from the cab. First, himself bodily, the helmet not so much damage to the roof, next his sword with clattering on the pavement, and lastly his shield which no longer seems to fit through the door. Good day, my dear fellow. Fare thee well. The knight salutes you. You watch him as he joins a group of friends. There are cries of adoration all around. You recognise the passenger with the rabbit ears. He and the knight greet each other, compliments flying thick and fast. Turn a key in the ignition. Oh, 19 cents. Crap. I want to find out you. I want to find out who you are. Mystery person. €55. Hell yeah. Best grab Sam's the door, shut behind him. Good evening. Blind and Dallas, please. He stops shortly, visibly siding you up. Do you know where it is? Nod yes. Avenue des Massons Genereux. So you know the street. Yeah, sure. Leave intently. Know all the streets of Paris? Question drips in disbelief. No, it's kind or well thought to refer you as the Arab in the Baton Island. Yes, I do, monsieur. Seems hesitant. Well then, let's go. So the cab. The client stares at the window as if it retires. You watch him in the rearview mirror. His face is familiar to you, his accent too. No way how to place it. Typical of some rural region, central France, perhaps. Take another look. That's it, you've got it. It's traditional, one of those reality shows where farmers meet women. Seen them on a show a few weeks before. You watched it from a hospital bed with a distracted eye. Something about it bothered you. The show was a masquerade, life in the country seen from a very Parisian and cynical perspective. with a scorn and contempt. Okay, then you figured out who I am? To remark his accent, bring you back to the present. Sorry? You recognize me, right? So you can make fun of me now? Make fun of you? He shrugs. Yeah, like all those other people do out there on that Tweety thing. Tweety? Takes you a second to realize you're talking about social media. I'm sorry. I don't mean to stare. Pauses. You mean you don't know who I am? You hesitate before answering. Yes, I do. I mean, yes, I do, yes. Some little reality show, right? Exactly. But why do people make fun of you? Goes a long heavy sigh as if letting off steam. His jaw becomes more pronounced. At first the show was okay, then I started seeing my face all over TV on other shows, I mean. Then I found out the internet is laughing at me too. Those things, I can't remember what they're called. Moms, mams, mims, you know, those pictures that move all by themselves on the damn internet. You know idea what I was talking about. Not politely. So I made myself a Tweety account to go see what they're talking about me. Calling me a virgin and a Nazi. That I screw my cows too. That's the way I see someone spoken the words. Practically die laughing, a farmer who doesn't want to finish the sentence. This night I said I had it. I called my cousin to keep it out on the farm when I left for Paris. I'm on my way to see those damn TV jokers right now. 6 months ago they said if there ain't a problem whatsoever, they'd take care of it. Well, there is a problem. Thank you, subsided somewhat. His face is returning to its normal colour. What's your plan? Oh yes, I have a plan. Go show up in their office and raise Cain until they listen to me. You're really gonna do that? Yeah, that's the plan. The engine under the head. Believe me, they're gonna listen. I may just be some plain old farmer, but no one's gonna disrespect me. Squares the shoulders to fend off the attacks. Forget it. His eyes are half closed, he practically growls the words. Pamela has sadness about him. First I told him I didn't want to be on that stupid old show, it wasn't for me. But they insisted, they showed me pictures of women. Closed his eyes. And then, when I said yes, and I should never have said yes, he put up the address he gave you, the studio gates are still closed. He parked the cab and cut the engine. Is it closed? Yes. It doesn't open until 6. Point to a sign, puts an indicator in his eyes. There's hardly anyone working here until 9 or 10 o'clock. I don't care, I'll wait. Rummages through his pocket, pulls out a wallet. What are you going to ask them? I wanted to apologize, on TV, during the show, in front of everyone. Talk about all the things they changed, all the bits of sentences they cut up and put back together. Just his gaze at you, his eyes narrow. You know, I'm not racist. His voice low and raspy. I don't believe the show, I didn't mean what I said. I don't really say that stuff either. What exactly did you say? Stop short. Nothing. Force your gaze and all at once says, a lot of nonsense. Fixes his gaze and you visibly moved. I'm not very good at this, I've been. Just up gesturing my hands as if to make it all disappear. Stops again, he's on the verge of tears. Anyway, I'll just wait here till it opens. Batsman pays the parents, the cab. And watching for a minute, he starts giving his vigil in front of the gates. You notice a newspaper on the back seat. You're not supposed to match that behind, or the one before. Grab it and put it away. Come in handy. And so the cab, back to the grind. 8:69. Nice. I believe that's the end of our shift. Yeah. End of our shift. You met Anathan Yoga. You met Pauline. You chose romance. Yay! Okay, let's read this case. About victim 4. Weapon used, the World War II gun, okay. So possibly someone else. Victim 4 changed will 2 days before death. Camilla heir to victim 4's fortune. Ah, so she has fortune. Camilla has fortune in it. Yeah, we know about Anita, and nothing's changed about Christopher. Cool. Phone rings a new job. You're not used to hearing it. No one ever calls you. Must be pathetic. Pick it up. Pick up. You there? Yeah. Listen, it's... She pauses. She's hearing rockets in the background. Probably noise at the station. Raise her voice. Anyone got the time? Hey, guys. Anyone? Fuck it, they're all antifalls here. Listen, it's early and I'm wiped out. So are you, I bet. Let's get straight to the point. What do you have for me? A calm, methodical voice. Start giving the evidence you collected. You start with the first suspect, their connection to the victims, the rumors, the second subjects, and so on. She means in shit, so not bad at all. Seriously, you should come give me a lesson to the zombies I work with. Long sigh. I have some good news for you. We checked the alibi of one of the suspects I gave you. She listened to her, he turned to the board and pulled down the suspect she's referring to. There's gotta be someone else. She snickers. You know how lucky you are? I'm doing your job for you, pal. Get enough chit chat, I gotta run. Go away and do 3 days, okay? Understood? Good doggy. Go home in 3 days, you better have what I need to make a proper arrest. The DA has fangs. I'm pretty sure he's going to turn into a werewolf at some point. She babbles on for a while. Her voice begins softer, just as sarcastic. Don't explain his terrible breath. Okay, I'm out. She hangs up. You hold the headset to you for a while. You have just one thing in mind. Sleeping. And forgetting it all. Okay. Oh, she goes down. Interesting. Miss Open falls upon Pleasant Creek. He comes into the mattress. Okay, interesting. Okay. We're going to stop there at night 4. And we're going to find someone to raid. If I can pause the game at some point, that'd be nice. There you go. Back to menu. Cool. Thank you all for watching. I'm going to go find someone to raid. And I'll head off for the evening. Tomorrow, I am going to look at my Twitter and tell you what I'm freaking going to do. Harold Halibut. We're playing Harold Halibut tomorrow, 3 PM BST. Hope you're around for that. Hope you have a lovely time. I had a lovely time here. I'm going to try and keep doing this series. I love playing Night Call. And I like doing voices. So, let's see. Who should I raid? Space Huggle. Let's raid Space Huggle. Anyway, we are raiding Space Huggle. They are playing House Builder. So go and watch some house being built. I will see you tomorrow at 3 PM BST for some lovely gameplay of me playing Harold Halibut, the stop motion game. So join me for them. If not, I will see you some other time. Goodbye everyone, and enjoy the rest of your lovely evening. I'll see you later. Bye.